So today we're going to talk about how mastering skills is limiting your creativity. What's up, everybody? My name is Umberto. Some people call me Billi. This is Roy Thought, where I'll give you some words of encouragement, some words to motivate you, some words to hopefully shift your mindset. And today we're going to talk about how mastering skills limits creativity. We all heard the 10,000 hour rule. It's best to go in and put in your time and master your craft and do whatever it takes to be the best at it. But a lot of the time we're losing creativity in that process, right? We're like a robot. We're just knocking this out. We're doing it over and over and we want to be the best at it. But trying new things opens up our creativity and helps us grow and do the things that we love to do even better, right? Because we're bringing a different mindset, a different thinking, a different approach. And even sometimes they help us with the skill that we really want to be good at. Just doing something totally different puts us in a mindset of growth and to change and to develop. Like Kobe Bryant, he's a perfect example of this. Amazing basketball player at the top of his game, and he's developing his left hand jump shots. It might seem very random because he's right-handed, but there was times where he came into play where he was using that left hand jump shot, especially when he had injuries in his right hand. Maybe you can find something within what you already do that might seem very weird, like Kobe Bryant starting to practice a left hand jump shot, because it might seem like, when will that ever help me? And maybe you won't use it directly, but it can help you develop the mindset of always pushing yourself to failure. When you're reaching failure and you're trying something different, you're putting yourself in an uncomfortable position and you're making yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable. If we're only doing things that we're already great at, things that we already know like the back of our hands, we're not growing, we're not developing, because we're never challenging ourselves to feel uncomfortable. We're never challenging ourselves to do something outside of the box. And it could be anything, right? If you're a singer, maybe it's painting. If you're a pastry chef and you're doing French-inspired pastries, maybe switching it up a little bit is doing an Asian culture's pastries, and it could put you in a different mindset. It could help you learn different skills in the process. You might not ever want to sell those pastries because you might not ever do them to a point where you feel happy about them, but you're learning and you're challenging yourself to do something totally different. And who knows, maybe there's something in that process that you can actually use and bring into your day-to-day activities. Look at somebody like Stephen Curry. He has mastered basketball. A lot of people would say he's one of the best in the world, and he plays golf in the off seasons. This is a great low impact workout. It can help him stay active. It could even develop muscles in his body that he's not using when he plays basketball. And a lot of people wouldn't make that connection, but it doesn't even have to be connected. But what you will see most of the time is that you're developing something that you wouldn't have developed otherwise. Maybe another reason to change things up is because you're no longer inspired. It's very easy to fall into a rut and feel like it's a day-to-day mundane activity. And when you do something just slightly different, you can feel re-energized. You can feel like you have new thoughts and new ideas to bring into what it is that you actually love. When we're children, we love trying new things and we love to just be creative and we love to just see what we could come up with. We don't think about going into things because we want to be the best at it. We just want to try something different. We've never seen that, and we decide, I want to see how that goes for me. I want to try it. I want to see how it feels. We tend to stay away from doing things that are new because we just like to feel comfortable. We like to feel very confident in what we can do in our abilities. But you can grow much faster if you're trying things that's outside of your norm. It doesn't have to be an activity that you love, or it doesn't have to be an activity that you want to do forever. Just try something totally different. If you're a photographer and you love shooting models and portraits, maybe do some street photography. It'll teach you how to look at the world slightly different, and maybe you can use the world differently in your portraits. Once you learn how to do street photography, you can merge it with your portraits and you can create something totally different that you wouldn't have otherwise. You maybe don't love street photography, but putting yourself in a mindset of changing and growing, you're going to give yourself the chance to make new ideas. So of course, you should always be mastering your skills, but try your best to do something different. Try your best to feel uncomfortable and change it up a little bit. If you're a basketball player, maybe try to play handball, try to play golf, do something totally outside of your world, and maybe you can bring the thinking, the mindset, the skills, the habits that's very normal in one world and bring it over into your world and be better. And if that's not the case, at the very least, you'll be growing and you'll be changing and you'll be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So I hope this helps. This is Roy Thought, where we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just giving some words of inspiration. I hope this could shift your mindset a little bit. Let's be uncomfortable. Let's make sure our normal is to develop and change and try new things. We don't have to be the best at everything, but we should always want to try things. That's what life is about. You should feel like that kid when you were outside and you were just trying anything. You were skateboarding one day, you were playing handball the next, you were going to play basketball, you were doing a science project, you were doing it all. So I hope this helps. My name is Umberto.